Morning, good morning. It is 8 o'clock on the dot. I'm first warning meteorologist Eric Burris. This is Coffee Talk, where we get together 7 days a week to chat about what's going on in the world of weather. And let me tell you something. It is beautiful outside, but you don't have to take my word for it. Just look at our beautiful shot from our Tower Cam network. That's a look over from the New Smyrna Beach Tower Cam. And it's going to be a busy day today here at the beach. I can promise that. As temperatures across our inland spots climb. It is going to be grossly hot. All right, so that's Volusia. That's New Smyrna. Let me take you over to Cocoa and Brevard County. A few high, thin clouds here. Otherwise, we are looking good. Melbourne, looking very, very nice as well. Let's head over to, let's go to downtown Orlando. That's a gorgeous shot there. Looking up toward the north, toward the Medical Village, a few high, thin clouds. Let's head over to our Lake Eola Tower Camp. Oh, okay, very cool. 7-3 on short final. Runway 18 right. Clear for landing. Love it. Love it. All right, and then out last but not least, I've got two more. Tourist District looking good over at Epcot. Now, last but not least, of the grouping of tower cams that we have that are working today, this is what we've got for you. Gorgeous start over Lake Dora in Lake County in Tavares. So good morning to you, my friends. It's a warm start. First warning, live Doppler radar, rain-free for now. Love that. Going to keep it that way. Temperatures out the door, little by little, are going to be climbing. 79 in Melbourne. We're running about 75 degrees in Palm Bay, about 78 in Daytona Beach. It says 85 in Titusville. Let me turn that off. That is incorrect. Okay, that's better. All right, now we're accurate. 80 degrees in Leesburg and about 77 in Ocala. So it looks good, but let me tell you something. If you're a fan of the heat, then you're going to be fine with where we're going. 9 a.m., 81 degrees. 11 a.m., 89 degrees. We're pushing to 93 by 1 o'clock. That's already warmer than our average high temperature this time of year, but we are going to keep climbing. 97. Wow. 97 degrees, our high temperature. We're not talking about records, but it's going to be a hot day. If you want to talk records, here's just the comparison map. All right. 101 is today's record high in Orlando. Not anticipating on that happening. 99 degrees in Sanford. We'll get close there. I think we'll get pretty close as well in Leesburg, and then Daytona Beach and Melbourne. You better not get close there. Our only desire is that those beaches stay a little cooler because so many people are going to be flocking to said beaches. So if that's in your plan today, let's just make sure you're taking care of. Beach boating forecast today. First at the beach, upper 80s for high temperature. Surf running about 1 to 2 feet if you're wanting to head over to the boat and head offshore. Seas offshore, not looking bad either. Light chop on the intercoastal waters. Low tide. This is when the rip currents will be of highest concern. That happens about 1:33 this afternoon. But for those of us with a backyard swimming pool, it's a great day. I wish I could add like really great to a category because that's kind of the way that it qualifies today. So that's where we're at in terms of the overall forecast. High temperatures at the shoreline are going to be a little lower than our inland spots. All right. At least there's that to help us out. 97 degrees, our high temperature forecast in Orlando, 96 in Sanford, but 89, 90, 91 degrees back over to the coast. All right, that's where we're at. And with that, I will pause and say good morning to you. How you doing? Scott says grossly hot. Wonderful. It's true. Oh, goodness gracious, why is there coffee? Oh, excuse me. Love it. Let's see here. Fran, good morning. Yukon says, I'm not a fan of 75 anymore. I need 70. We'll get there. It's just going to take a little bit of time. We have to get to fall. Oh, well. Karen, good morning. It is a while since you've made it. Raining in Vermont, hoping it puts out the Canadian fires. Yeah, it's been rough up by you. Karen, though, good morning. Glad to see your name pop in the chat. Thank you for hanging with us. Come on down. There's no smoke here. It's just hot, hazy, and humid, if I'm honest with you. Can we build apartments in the stratosphere to keep cool? there's the whole lack of oxygen thing. That's the struggle. Oh, well. And Catherine says, please lower the temps in the oven. The heat is no fun. Thank you. Thank you for the kind words as well, Catherine. I'm tired of swamp butt, Bo says. Can we just skip summer this year? I mean, I wish that I could get that taken care of, but I only have so much control. And yeah, today is going to be hotter than we've even seen. Like the forecast today is 97. That makes today the hottest temperature yet this year. The hottest thus far has been 96. So we'll beat that, I think. Or it'll be pretty close. Either way, it's hot. It is hot. So let's talk a little bit about it. That heat bubble continues across our area. Mid and upper level heat is courtesy of a mid and upper level area of high pressure. Basically, we get what's called compressional heating, where the air sinks, and as it sinks, it pushes onto the ground, it compresses, and it heats and lets off latent heat release. That is meteorological nerddom for we've got a stretch of hot temperatures. So today, hotter than yesterday. Tomorrow, about the same. As a matter of fact, you take and look at just the next 3 days in Orlando. These next 3 days are going to be peak heating for the city beautiful. 97's the forecast highs with feels like temperatures climbing. Oh my goodness, I'm yawning. I'm so sorry. All right, so why are we building in more and more feels like heat when the actual temperatures aren't moving? It has to do with the humidity. Humidity is on the rise, and thus the heat index goes up. And if you're curious, I always laugh, and I'll bring this full screen. I always laugh when I show this or show anything about the heat index because everybody is impacted by humidity. And you know the term, but it's a dry heat, right? But it's a dry heat. Why is that a term? Because the more humidity, the thicker feeling in the air. I did not invent this, but this is a math equation that explains relative humidity and temperature. And relative humidity and temperature equates through this math equation to a heat index, or feels like temperature, depending on how you want to put it. So when we talk about the next couple of days and the climbing heat index, or feels like temperature, it's strictly because we're adding more and more humidity to the mix. It's not because I'm making it up and I'm saying, oh, it's going to feel hotter. Cool. Yukon, is there such thing as compressional cooking? I'd like that. There is such thing that I was waiting for somebody to ask this. Anybody know where I'm going to go with this? Is there such thing as compressional cooking? Yes, and I do it quite often at my house. Does anybody know what compressional cooking would be? I'm going to give the room a few seconds before I do this. Anything about compressional cooking? Yeah, the Instapot, the pressure cooker. Why? Because you put the lid on and it compresses, and that compresses, it heats, and bada bing and bada boom. Yeah, the Instapot. Yeah, isn't that fun? That's how we make Tasha tacos at my house. The easiest steak taco recipe you'll ever see. Tasha, and it's named, not that Tasha made it up, but it's her recipe, and so we apply it as such. Yeah. Not the crock pot, Karen. It's the Instapot. It's got to be a pressure cooker. Yeah. Scott says, I'd rather hear the term wind chill. We do get those. Okay, Victoria says, hubby wants the recipe. This is super easy. Tasha tacos. You ready? You take a pound of stew meat, or, cube steak, cheap meat, cheap stew meat, whatever, brisket kind of thing. Put a pound in, brown it on the Instapot. Okay? Then I take like half a jar of salsa, pour it in, and 1 packet of taco seasoning, or make your own taco seasoning, and put it in. Mix it all up, seal, walk away. Boom! Tasha tacos. So easy. So easy. You throw on some cabbage, some queso blanco, you've got yourselves a dish, let me tell you. And that is compressional heating. Taylor says the Instapot scares me. I'll stick with my air fryer and crock pot. I get it, but we do that. Janet says no meat is cheap anymore. Perspective. You're right, but perspective. It's the cheaper of the meats. Yeah. It's not cheap, but it is cheaper than like the not cheap meats. Yeah. Kelly, in the words of the great Jim Payne, cabbage tells your stomach that real food is on the way. Correct. So you put it in there and it gives it crunchy and, anyway. Yeah. Kenneth, one-step recipe, except dinner invite to Eric's house. Problem solved. We had Kellyanne over last night. That was fun. Kellyanne and I were working on a little project together. I grilled burgers, though. It scared me for a year. Once I finally used it, I stopped being scared. Yeah, I mean, as long as you make sure the thing is pressure sealed, you're good. That's what I have to do. So, yeah. All right. Enough of all that fun stuff. So compressional heating, that's the phenomenon that is occurring. So let's just talk about the next couple of days, right? We've got a holiday weekend. Where is the graph? Okay, I'm like, where is the graphic? I know I made it. All right, so we've got a holiday weekend, which effectively gets going today. So hot temps, dry conditions, 97 gross degrees, our high temperature today. Tomorrow, staying just as hot, adding more humidity, which in turn at least helps develop some showers and some thunder showers. So it's going to be as hot, and then the rains will cool us down. And then for Independence Day, it's going to be just as hot, and then the rains will cool us down. So we at least have some relief ahead, little by little. Yeah. Compressional cooking is vacuum sealing bag. That's sous vide, but I don't think that's compressional cooking. I mean, it is, but you're just sealing in flavors. You're not using compressional heating. But it is, it's compressional. I guess that could work. Yeah. So that's where we're at for July 4th, the rest of our July 4th weekend as a whole. When we look at rain chances today, it's going to be in our western areas with the chance of rain. For tomorrow, rain chance is going a little higher and it's moving into our area. So today we're really not going to see rain. Tomorrow, though, my friends, we're going to start to see shower and thunderstorm activity. And one question you may have if you're heading out to like Red Hot and Boom, for example, how does this play out, right? So I do think we'll have a few showers, maybe a thunder shower, but early for the event. And then by fireworks, Red Hot and Boom should look better and better and better. And I think that the same thing holds true looking ahead to our actual 4th of July forecast. Yeah, we've got the shower storminess around, but it should be clearing out little bit by little bit. Yeah. The new pressure cookers are really safe. I want to get an Instapot. Listen, if they're not safe, then I'm terrified. I don't know. Compressions heating in aerospace. Those leading edges get hot as they compress in the air at high speeds. Oh yeah, I mean there's absolutely, yeah. We have a Star Wars R2-D2 Instapot model. We love it. That's hilarious. I didn't even know that was the thing. Did you? I didn't. I did see an Amazon Echo device, like Darth Vader themed and Stormtrooper themed, and I was like, that's kind of cool to put in the kids' room. Yeah. You know what else is cool? Getting in the pool, going to the water park, looking better and better and better out there, right? A little bit better. Man, 97 degrees. Water temperatures at least should be in the 80s. So at least there's that. Great day to head into the backyard swimming pool, all that fun stuff. All I'm going to say is I got the heat index formula. Not only on social, but we put that puppy on TV, baby. Yeah. Good times. Any questions, comments, concerns about our local forecast? Anything, anybody, anywhere? Yeah? Instapot and Crockpot have different pop culture designs. Really? See, Taylor, I wouldn't have known this. That's why I need someone like you to help keep me young. Cherise says I have multiple Instapots. Yogurt is great to make in it. Can't say I've ever done that. That's interesting. Very interesting. Lawrence, did we break volume attendance at MCO yesterday? I know it's been busy. If I'm honest with you, I have no idea. I have no idea. Yeah. Am I covering for anyone else in the holiday week? No, I'm off. Let's see. I work today, then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Then I work the weekend, and I think, do I work? I've got a bunch of July off because I've got work trips and yeah. Pulling up my calendar. Stand by. So tomorrow, so Sunday. All right. So I work this upcoming weekend. Then the 10th, I'm noon and 4. 11th, noon and 4. I'm there Wednesday. Okay. Yeah. And then I'm off again the following week. Yeah. So there you go. So I've got some work ahead, but this week I'm off. So no filling in for me. I'm going to be relaxing, all that fun stuff. Eugenia, what can I expect in Palm Coast today? It's going to be hot. All across Central Florida, it's going to be hot. Specifically, at least in our coastal communities, it's not going to be as hot, but it's still going to be hot. So Palm Coast, 90 degrees, whereas it's 97 for high temperature in Orlando. Yeah. Victoria, where am I going for the work trip? So there's a weather conference in Boston. Ironically, there's the weekend before that conference, we have a wedding to attend in Maine. So we're going to go to the wedding, and then Jeannie's coming home, and then I'm going to stay for the work trip. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Yukon says, I have a bunch of July off too. I only work part-time as it is, but work 11 days total this month. Oh, I'll get there one day. That's all I want. All right, so Pat's asking, anything forming in the tropics? No, I'm happy to report the tropics are nice and quiet. Now, getting into, and I'd mentioned this yesterday, but getting into mid-July, it's going to get a little more active, and that's what our long-range forecast has called for. It's going to happen, looks like. So, good times. There you go. Debbie, where is everyone at West? It is quiet today. I'm fine with that. Look, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. All right. All right, that's all I've got for you. I guess we could take a look at the 7-day forecast and then wrap this puppy up. Forecast over the next 7 days. Hot, hazy, humid today. Mostly dry conditions. Not much doing out there. Then for tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to start bringing up the rain chances around Central Florida. So be ready for that. Still that dome of heat, that hot bubble sitting over top of us today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. But the rain chances at least return for our Monday and our Tuesday. Yeah. Wow. Karen says, Maine in July is perfect. I've been to Maine once. I don't remember what month it was, but I do look forward to perfect. I'll take perfect. Yeah. All right, people, be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you for hanging out for Coffee Talk. I will see you all later on. I'll be posting on the social channels through the day. All right. All right. Be good, you guys. Bye.